morning. Happy Friday. It is Friday, isn't it? I tell you, I'm such a creature of habit. You change a day on me, give me an extra day off or something, and that's it. So we are almost done. I have some more things that have to be done, but like I said, it's a process, and then I will post before and after pictures. My kitchen was about 38 years old. Yeah, it was due. It was the old style, obviously, 38 years old. And it was funny because my oven, sometimes the only way to shut it off was to flip the circuit breaker. And 3 days before the demolition happened, my refrigerator started leaking. I said, oh, wonderful. So, anyway, it was all a necessity. But funny story, I bought a new garbage pail because why did I buy a new garbage pail? There's two of us now. There's my daughter and myself because she moved back home. And the one I had, I was always emptying it. It just seemed I was always emptying it. I'm a thrower. If I don't need it, can't give it away, recycle it, whatever, it gets thrown away. So, and I have a thing like if there's like food or anything like that in my pail, I have to change it, even if the pail isn't full. So anyway, I'm just fussy like that. So anyway, I bought this bigger pail and it's censored. So when you run your hand over it, it opens up, right? How lazy am I? My son and daughter-in-law had one. And I said, oh, that looks pretty neat. I think I'm going to treat myself and get myself one. And it's in a normal place in the kitchen, nothing abnormal. But I notice when I walk by it, it opens up. Is it trying to tell me something? Are the hips too wide? They could be. And it's triggering them. But you know what? I have wider hips. And let me tell you, I love my hips. I love it. I love the way I'm shaped. I'm very fortunate to have the shape I have. So whatever body you have, like my mother used to say, as long as you stay healthy, the rest don't worry about. And it's true. So, but that's funny, every time I walk by it. It doesn't happen with my daughter, it only happens with me. And I'm shorter, like I'm 5'4" and she's 5'6.5". So I don't know, but too funny. Anyway, here we are, not Morgan Greer, Barbara Moore deck. It is Friday, yay. I'm supposed to go out this weekend, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I just don't have the energy. I'm looking for like a day to stay in my comfy clothes and just maybe watch some Netflix, and I just need a rest. Anyway, Six of Swords. We love the Six of Swords. So, okay. Swords are thoughts, okay? So if you have something on your mind, let's say you do, okay? Let's say you have something on your mind and it's kind of gnawing away at you. You're thinking about it here and there. The Six of Swords tells us you're about to get away from it. So you're either getting a message that's going to clear everything up and you're not going to feel it anymore. When I get the Six of Swords, it talks about moving away from something. So something becomes in the past, okay? So I think whatever you're kind of worried about, it's going to take care of itself. Now, don't forget, swords are about our air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But swords are also our thought process. There's no emotion mixed in there, It's mostly our thoughts. And sometimes our thoughts can trigger our emotions. They can give us anxiety. They can give us fear. You know how it works. But you're about to move away from it. Now, either you do have somebody who's helping you, or it's just spirit guiding you and you're just like, you're tired of feeling like that. Did you ever get to a point where you're fed up and you're just like, I just don't want to do this anymore? So you have to be tired of your own bullshit. Like I always say, you have to acknowledge it. And then that helps for you moving forward and getting away from it. So quick story. I had a friend, I wouldn't even call her a friend, an acquaintance from years ago. And she unfortunately, she did online dating, which is fine. I've done it myself. But she had a habit of jumping into intimacy on the first night. Okay. And she had just told this story to somebody I read for, and she had, this gone back years ago, she had matched with someone who I had briefly conversed with on one of the dating apps, and he was very, very flirtatious. You know, I could just tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you know what I do, right? Okay. So he was just very, very sexual from the first meeting me. He didn't even know me. I'm like, you don't even know me. You know, I'm like so old school. Like, dude, you don't even know me. So anyway, I cut him off. I didn't even meet him. I knew what his MO was, and she had matched with him like years after me. And I just remembered him, and I just said to her, I said, you know, he is. I'm just telling you what he did with me, because she was like, did you meet him? I said, no, I never gave him the opportunity. I knew where this was going. I knew what he was looking for, and he wasn't getting it here. That's all I'm saying. Not that I'm better than anyone else, but it's a vault. So anyway, she's like, oh no, that won't happen, blah blah blah. So she tells me she's going to meet him. I go, oh, where are you going? She goes, oh, I'm going to go to his house. I'm going to hang out by his fire pit, and I'm going to we're going to watch a movie. Yeah. Red flag. So I said, all right, you know, you do what you want. You're an adult, not my call. I barely take care of myself at this moment. So anyway, next day or 2 days later, she calls me. She says, well, it happened. You know, I slept with him. There was intimacy, and I haven't heard from him. She goes, I texted him and he ghosted me. And this is what I said to her, and this is why I'm saying about this card. How did it make you feel? She said, horrible. I said, good. Take that feeling, embrace it. I said, acknowledge it, and say to yourself, I never want to feel like that again. Same thing with the Six of Swords. This chickadee right here, she is tired of feeling stress, weighed down, and everything else, and she wants to get away from it. Now, did she bring it on herself? Maybe not. Is she just walking away on her own? Maybe not. Maybe she's getting help to walk away. Maybe the situation's ending. Whatever the stress was, it's going away. Okay, it's going away. And I want you to all think about that too. And I'm not sure if I told that story. I should change it, Queen of Senile. I'm like, wait, did I tell these girls that story? I don't know. Anyway, you're up there with me, so most of you forget what I tell you anyway. We're a good match. But but anyway, we get tired of feeling like a certain way. So the Six of Swords tells us you're moving away from it. So whatever situation, and only you know, is making you feel stressful, uneasy, unhappy, is going to come to an end. How it happens, it doesn't really matter. All it matters is the end result. It's coming to an end. In my other decks, they show this boat going towards the star card. Okay. And that's exactly where it's going to. It's going towards your wish. So if you've been wishing, I just want it to end, I want to move on from this, I want to find the strength to do this, X, Y, and Z, you're going to get it. Okay. You're going to get it. So hopefully that made sense. Check out this ring. So my mom obviously left me all her jewelry. And what I did was I went to my daughter and my daughter-in-law. I said, you know, whatever you guys want. And I remember this ring. I don't know if anybody else remembers dome rings. Remember them? They were all the rage. And I kept it because she used to wear it all the time. And I said, you know what? I know it's dated and stuff, but I like it. And that's what I do with a lot of things, even redecorating my house. People say, oh, no, you can't do that. Watch me. You know, do what makes you happy. It's your life. Don't listen to anyone else. You like the old jewelry, wear it. You like decorating a certain way, do it. As long as it makes you happy, then you're vibing properly. But when you do things that make you feel uneasy, disgusted with yourself, and mad, soak up that feeling and say to yourself, I don't want to feel like that anymore. So then change it. Only you can change it. We can't do it for you. I can't reach through that screen and smack you. I wish I could, because you know some of you, I told you I would. All right, everyone. I am open for readings if you want a book. Today is Friday. This is Coffee and Tarot time. Everybody, have a great day.